Welcome to Stories and Songs by Afterglow Music. My name is Joel McCausland.
And I'm Kevin Peay, and we've been creating music for a long time.
We'd like to tell you the stories behind our songs. Kev, let's go back to a song that's been many years ago that you wrote called Little Believer. What was going on in your life, or where did this one come from?
It's interesting that you talk about the time period because I was re-listening to this song and it brought up all the memories, but I don't remember all the circumstances associated with it, except I know that it had to do with a birth of a child.
Yeah.
I'm sure it had something to do with one of my children. But more recently, it's the birth of a grandson, a new grandchild.
Mm-hmm.
And it brought back so many of these feelings of newness and innocence, of where these children come from before they hit mortality, and the shock and awe that's associated with all the things prophesied. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and all the things associated with the beautiful miracle that comes with that, and modern medicine. So I was just pondering a little bit about that, holding my new grandchild, and just thinking once again how quick that entrance from where they were in premortal life to where they are now.
Yeah, the veil is pretty thin at that moment, isn't it? You know, you see a child, they can't really communicate or interact with you in very many ways. And I've always wondered what's going on behind their eyes, what's happening in their heads. And obviously they're just a brand new baby, and there's so much that we have to do for them and so little they can do for themselves. I have wondered about that maybe sometimes when they come, there's some vestige, there's something remaining from where they just came from that they could communicate to us, that if I was a little more in tune maybe sometimes, that I could learn something from the newness of a baby that's just come from the arms of the Lord. I mean, that's a pretty cool thing. And I don't know the answer to that either. I don't know if there is an answer to be had at this point, but it's always fascinating to me, like you say, to hold those brand new ones and wonder what they've seen and what they could tell us, if they could tell us.
I've always envisioned that they have had some counsel before they come. I want to think that even our ancestors and those that have preceded us in death are high-fiving them as they come down.
Mm-hmm.
So I that's only my opinion. I'm not sure how all that works.
We don't know how the doctrine works.
No, I have no idea. But
that's okay.
They came from a place that was very, very pure, and they were prepared for what their mortal experience will be. And more or less, it's helping me understand their innocence. And as they grow, even our 3 and 5-year-olds and our 11-year-olds and 13-year-olds, these are wonderful spirits that are entering our family. And we're so appreciative of the things that they're teaching us. Just the simple little things that are fun and sometimes so abstract that it's just giddy and funny. And they treat things so wonderfully. And of course, there's pain associated with many of the trials that they go through as well, and things that they're learning as far as personalities. But when you get down to it, just to have a conversation with them is just sometimes hilarious.
We've got a granddaughter that's going to be 5 next month, and we were just talking about her today. She spent a day with Diana, but she calls all the time. Like, she calls Diana, and she literally, we were on a bike ride the other day. She called us and didn't want to get off the phone. And we were out on that bike ride for over an hour, and she's just chatting in Diana's ear the whole time. And I thought, what a remarkable kid. Like you said, like, she's 4 going on 24. Like, she has this adult mentality about the world, and she understands things in such a deep way. And it's kind of remarkable to me to see just that spirit coming out, because she's not a little kid. When you talk to her, it's like having a conversation with an adult. And it's amazing to me that the package and the gifts that these kids are coming to the earth with. We've talked about the chosen being reserved for many, many, many years. But I see some of these kids, and their innate gifts and their talents and their spirit are really off the charts.
I never want to lose track of really what we're supposed to be doing, because we're supposed to age and we're supposed to grow and become perfected in Christ and the things that He wants us to do, and to become better, you might say, of course, because we're not going to become completely perfected on this earth while we're here in mortality, but we need to grow and develop. And I'm trying to be better at addressing the innocence and to look at things a little more simply and a little more through the child's eye, you might say.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that whole process, this song talks a little bit about as far as believing and believing as they are when they come, and then maintaining that belief and that innocence as we grow to adulthood and beyond.
Yeah, the faith of a child sometimes can really outreach this mature understanding we're all supposed to have at this point. When you just see a kid who just responds to a prompting of a spirit or a situation where they can see it with different eyes than we can.
Hopefully this song brings some perspective. Grateful for the surrounding and the opportunity to be able to write this type of a song that gave me a little bit more perspective from the eyes of a child.
Little believer, teach me faith. Tell me what I must do to make it back. Tell me what it was like to be held in his sweet arms that night. Little believer, help me home. Except I become like thee, I'm all alone. Teach me what is right, so his arms will come to me in time. Every once in a while, I can see where I have been through your smile, and I know that you've been given to me to remind me of the way I should be in life. Little believer, let me know the path I should follow, the way to go. Take my hand and lead, help me to have the faith like thee. Every once in a while, I can see where I have been through your smile, and I know that you've been given to me to remind me of the way I should be. And I know that I'll be someone you love, and you'll teach me what it's like up above, if I give to you the love that you need.